The earth is so beautiful. The universe is even more beautiful and mesmerizing. Our universe is 13.8 billion years old. Do you think that this universe will always be the same like this? Even though there are theories suggesting that the universe will always be the same, but there are more theories that indicates the end of our universe. 13.8 billion years after the creation of the universe, this is how the universe looks like. In a small part of it, there is the solar system and all our planets are around it. Anyway, there is always an end for everything. So, in another 500 crore years, what all phenomena are going to happen in our universe? Through this video, we are going to discuss the predictions formulated by man with the help of scientific theories. In 2016, the scientists from all over the world published a journal regarding the future of our solar system. It was published in Astronomy and Astrophysics Scientific Journal. In that journal, they talked about L2 puppies. L2 puppies are stars that are almost 208 light years in distance from us. 500 crore years ago, L2 puppies were almost similar to our big star, the Sun. It was having almost the same mass and size of the Sun. Now, L2 puppies is 1000 crore years old, whereas the age of our Sun is only 450 crore years. The scientific community finds L2 puppies as a great opportunity to decode the future of Sun. For this, they don't have to do anything new. The only thing they have to do is to look at the star L2 puppies and understand its history and development. So, the current state of this star will be the future of our Sun after 500 years. L2 puppies have become very old and 1/3 of its original mass is lost now. The future of our Sun will also be like this. Sun will also lose 1/3 of its mass. But before this, another phenomenon will happen in Sun. The Sun will be 100 times bigger than it is now. This state of a star is known as red giant. At this time, the radius of Sun will be 1 astronomical unit. 1 astronomical unit means it is the distance of Sun towards our Earth. So after these many years, Earth will become a part of Sun, or Sun will engulf Earth. Like all other red giant stars, Sun will also cool down. Along that, the heavy elements will be transformed to tiny dust particles. Radiations coming out of this giant star will push the tiny dust particles outside. Along with this, fuels and gas particle will also be pushed outside from the core. This is how Sun will lose its mass. When mass is lost, the red giant becomes white dwarf. At that time, the size of Sun will be same as that of our Earth. It shrinks faster than it lost its mass. As it shrinks, its density will become very high. Because of the lack of mass in Sun, it won't become a neutron star or a black hole. Instead of it, it becomes the white dwarf. So the Sun becomes the white dwarf. What will happen next? Will the Sun continue as a white dwarf forever? These white dwarfs can be called as dead stars too. But that doesn't mean they are completely dead, because there are some changes that is going to happen in these stars. It will be transformed to a black dwarf. Then it will turn to a state of nothingness, no mass, no light, complete darkness. When all these changes happen, what will happen to our planet Earth? Before Sun becoming the white dwarf, the Earth will disappear. But before its disappearance, there are many catastrophes going to happen in our Earth. One among them is volcanic apocalypse. It will be a disaster that is going to happen within 10 crore years, and it will be in the form of a great explosion. Because of its impact, there will be big shakes and all the active volcanoes will burst out. Hot lava comes out of this. It will be highly dangerous if lava flows through saline area. The mass of Earth is going to be lost. The lava and the salt react rapidly, and the mass of Earth at that place gets evaporated into the sky. Those chemicals evolved from it cause a crack in the ozone layer, and those beings that survived in the volcanic apocalypse is going to face a more dangerous situation. As there is a crack in the ozone layer, the high radiations from the sun will directly fall towards us. And that time will be one of the worst situations for living beings on Earth. Another threat is the collision of an asteroid with Earth. But we can't predict that this collision will wipe out living things, because asteroid collision with Earth have happened before. And it is one of those asteroid collision that paved way for the extinction of dinosaurs. All the big animals were wiped out of the Earth and small species were the only survivors. Man survived the great asteroid strike because of its small size. Man was having only the size of a rat and they were living underground, eating the dead bodies of large species. Another group of scientists say that such an asteroid came to our Earth years before, and that is how we got Moon. Another catastrophe is the cooling of the Earth's core. Currently, the core of the Earth is filled with iron and it is very hot. After 4.5 billion years, these blazing hot iron will be cooled down and it will be in a freezing stage. The cooling and the crystallization of the core stirs up the surrounded liquid iron, creating powerful electric currents that generates a magnetic field. This magnetic field protects Earth from dangerous solar radiations. When the molten outer core cools, the Earth's magnetic field will disappear. This will make life on Earth very difficult for human beings and other life forms. These radiations will wipe out every species that exists on Earth at that time. Scientists have the opinion that the same phenomena may have happened to Mars too. Once upon a time, there was immense water flow in Mars. There was magnetic field at that time, and now there is an absence of this magnetic field. Hence, Mars is completely barren now. It's over 350 crore years that Mars has lost its magnetosphere. Yet another disaster is gamma ray pest. Immense gamma rays are formed in this universe. The reason is that stars may explode or at times they collide each other to form an explosion. But till date, no gamma ray pest has been formed near to our Earth. If this phenomenon occurs near to our planet, then the ozone layer gets completely destroyed. And yes, we have already discussed about the after effects of ozone layer once if it is lost. Another disaster is that a star approaches our solar system. Our solar system already has a star, that is the Sun. The planets revolve around the barycenter of the Sun. And what if a star enters in between them? This can occur within 70,000 years. After 70,000 years, a red dwarf star named Skoll star passes close to the solar system. Not only this star, but many other stars pass through our solar system. At times, some of these stars may cause trouble to us, and some of them may not. Another dangerous situation is that a star directly comes to hit the Sun. In such a situation, those planets that revolve around the Sun gets destroyed. But there is nothing to worry, because there are no records that proves this dangerous collision. It may or may not happen, and it's not proven till date. All these theories states that the Earth has an end. Not only the Earth, even the solar system has an end. We can never say that the life of human race ends there, because the universe is vast. Now, we do not have the ability to go to other solar systems. But we don't know what will happen after 10,000 years or 1 lakh years. It's only 70 years since major developments happened in the field of astronomy. Within the 70 years, we have created wonders. So, what will happen after 10,000 years or 1 lakh years? The most disappointing thing is that we may not be able to see these things.
Want to join us on our journey to the greatest mysteries and sensational discoveries? Then subscribe to Bright Keralite English and never miss any of our videos in the future. Remember to give our posters a thumbs up to show us that we keep you engaged with our content.